Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever it is for you, wherever you are in this great big world. My name, of course, is Michael John of Michael John's Paranormal Ghost Stories. We are live right here, right now at the Lakeview Resort and Conference Center in Houghton Lake, Michigan, at the 5th annual UFO Contact Convention. We've had great guests all day today. It's been a ring a ding dong dandy of a time, as I like to say. It's been busy. There's been people coming and going all day, which is how it should be. That's how we like it. I'll tell you what, I'm standing here right now with an author of, oh my God, there's so many books there. There's no room on anybody else's table. He's actually hogging 2 tables. He's got so many books, which is a great thing. Author of Mystic Michigan 1 through 7, Cryptic Michigan, and I'm just scratching the surface. He's got a bunch more. We're going to ask him what they are, of course. But I'm standing here with the one and only Mark Jager. Mark, thank you so much for taking a minute for us right here, right now on Windsor, Ontario's own The Paranormal Voice.
Glad to be here.
Glad to have you. Thank you so much. So tell me, first off, Mystic Michigan 1 through 7. What compelled you to write that? I mean, it must be ongoing. It must have more going as well.
I started in 1995 writing them. It was just a personal fascination that I had. And I had worked for some newspapers and had done some summer guides where they wanted to know about odd stuff like this. And they got such a response that one of the editors said, "You ought to do a book." So I did, and I just kept going ever since. Yep.
Good on you. I love it. Now, one of my favorite topics, definitely without bar none, is cryptics. Okay. The cryptozoology. Now you have Cryptic Michigan. So that's definitely up there with, you got Bigfoot, you got Dogman. I'm going to pick your brain a bit about Dogman. What are you saying in there about Dogman, to say the least?
Well, I have some stuff on Bigfoot, but I've never done anything on
Okay.
Dogman, but down by Luther, Michigan.
How far is that from here? Just for
that's
our viewers.
about 60 miles from here.
Okay. So a couple minutes, but
a lot of people have said that they've seen Dogman.
Okay.
I've heard some stories about it, and everybody says I should write about it. I've never really written about it.
I see it in your future for sure. I have no doubt, Mark. Tell me about Bigfoot.
Well, I mainly have talked to a man named Art Kappa, and he said he's been to over 200 Bigfoot expeditions in Michigan since 1968.
He's been busy.
But he has plaster casts he says he made of a
Bigfoot. That's cool. Yeah. That's cool.
He said one time he told me he had captured Bigfoot screaming.
Okay.
But I never was able to hear the recording. So.
Sure. Now, are you a hunter yourself? Are you familiar with animals?
No, I'm not a Bigfoot hunter myself.
Okay.
That's not really the type of stuff that I study.
Yes, sir.
I've read about it a little bit, but
okay.
I do more natural phenomena. Like there's 3 different places in Michigan that I know of where your car will look like it's rolling uphill and defying gravity.
Really?
Not saying that it actually is, but the illusion is just there.
That's crazy.
5 different lighting phenomenons in Michigan, including the Paulding lights, which there's plenty on YouTube. There's the glowing gravestones in Everett, Michigan. There's stuff under the water.
I love that. Glowing gravestones.
There's literally hundreds of different things that I've written about.
Yeah, and I see that. I mean, you got so many books there, and you probably got so much more. You probably have a bunch of, I would not be surprised to say you have many more projects on the go right now, or as they say, sticks in the fire.
Yeah. The latest 2 books are the Starboard Quest.
Yep.
Series. I actually have 3 Starboard Quest books.
Okay.
Everything is available through Amazon. You can order them anywhere in the world and have them brought right to the door,
Perfect.
But the Starboard Quest books are books on kind of unusual things about frequency, sound, and vibration. I have Nikola Tesla in there, Albert Einstein, Pythagoras, Plato, all the different things they said about music.
Wow,
music
so unique.
Yeah, peculiar stuff. It is. We have our Mystic Michigan. We have the first 4 television programs on Amazon Prime pay-per-view television.
Insane. You're busy.
So there's a lot of interesting things.
No kidding. You're very humble, by the way. You're very humble with all that you have going on. I mean, just sitting here for the few minutes right here, right now, you, me, and the viewers who are watching now and are going to be watching later. I mean, you have so much on your plate, which is pretty amazing, but you're such a humble gentleman, and I love that. It's always good to meet. There's so many people involved in the paranormal community in so many different aspects, A to Z, as we like to say, and you are certainly no exception. What do you got going on up the road?
Well, like I say, I've created a soundtrack for the Starboard Quest books, where we incorporate all kinds of really odd and unusual things of sound in them. Like, for instance, we're using the Pythagorean tuning. We use all natural rhythms from the universe mostly, such as rhythms that have been recorded by astroseismologists. from the internal rhythms of stars and human heartbeats and maybe even the drumming of a woodpecker, but we incorporate these rhythms into the recordings. And you can find out more about that on starboardquest.com.
Starboardquest.com
Yep.
for all of that. That's insane. And I mean that with all due respect. That sounds amazing, of course. Now, where are you going to be up the road? Anybody watching this now or watching this later, they're like, you know what, this Mark Jager sounds like a cool dude. I want to get some of his books. I want to get his CD. I want to get to know this gentleman. I want to shake his hand, get a picture with him up the road at a convention. Where are you going to be?
I don't have any conventions planned at the moment, but Rob Daly, who you might have met earlier, we plan on doing a lot more Mystic, Michigan filming and visiting people around the state and stuff. And the last 2 episodes have been created by Ferris State University. And that's Nick Kuipers, the professor of the media program there.
Okay.
He's been working on some stuff. So just plan on maybe doing more videos and writing a few more books, hopefully, God willing.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Well, listen, I appreciate you taking a minute for us, taking a minute for the TPV Nation. And speaking of the TPV Nation, thank you all so much. We cannot do it without all of you from day one to day now. All of you, the TPV Nation members, our fans, and of course, great guests like Mark Jager right here, right now. We will see you all on the other side, of course. But in the meantime and in between time, happy hauntings.